Hi, I'm Paul from Mira Showers, and in this video we'll be taking you through a step-by-step installation of the Mira Minimal EV Mixer Shower. Designed for new installations, the installation of the pipework should be completed as part of the first fix of the installation and located at a suitable height for the user to operate the valve ergonomically. A first fix pipe guide is supplied to help ensure that the supply pipework is correctly separated to 50mm between the hot and cold supplies. The supply pipework should then be secured appropriately depending on the type of wall construction. The supply pipework to the shower must be 15mm copper. Plastic or barrier pipework is not suitable for this application. Using the installation tool provided or a tape measure, the supply pipework can then be cut back to 19mm from the finished wall surface. Cutting the pipe to size is best done using a pipe slice, taking care that all external burrs are removed to prevent damage to the valve seals when mounting the valve onto the pipework. The valve backplate can then be offered to the wall and marked for drilling. Only 2 of the fixing points need be used. A third is provided for extra support depending on the installation requirements. The wall can then be drilled, taking care to avoid the pipework in the wall cavity. The supply pipework can then be siliconed around to prevent water ingress back into the fabric of the wall. The backplate can then be secured into place using the fixings supplied, or those more appropriate for the wall material if necessary. Checking that the supply pipework now measures 12.5mm from the backplate surface, the retaining nuts can be fitted and tightened into place using the installation tool provided. These need only be hand tight. Water supplies should then be flushed before fitting the valve. This prevents debris from blocking the filters or corrosive fluxes causing damage to the valve mechanism or valve seals. Before locating the valve onto the supply pipework, apply a small amount of grease to the seals, checking the cleanliness of the seals from debris beforehand. The mixing valve can then be located into place by sliding the valve onto the supplies. Hot and cold indicators on the valve indicate the correct orientation to be matched with those on the valve backplate. The valve can then be secured into place using the 4 retainer bolts supplied. These need only be hand tightened without the need for power tools. The cover shroud can then be clipped into place, aligning the splines on the valve with those on the shroud housing. The outlet connector can then be secured into place using the installation tool provided. The temperature dial can then be clipped into place, aligning the top of the cartridge with the temperature override button on the dial. The slide bar can then be assembled by mounting the clamp bracket and the hose retainer ring onto the slide bar and then fitting the slide bar supports at either end. The slide bar supports can then be used to mark the wall in the desired location using a spirit level. The fixing points for the wall brackets can then be marked and the wall drilled and secured into place using the fixings supplied, or those more appropriate for the wall material if necessary. Using a stud detector will help ensure no surfaces are damaged within the cavity of the wall through drilling. The Mira Minimal is supplied with our unique self-locking mounting brackets. Ensure these are located the correct orientation to engage with the slide bar supports. The slide rail is then simply pushed into place to secure to the wall. Chrome cap ends fit on either end of the slide rail to complete the look. The hose and handset can then be installed, taking care to feed the hose through the retaining ring to comply with water regulations. A flow regulator is also supplied for use on high pressure plumbing systems and is installed in between the valve outlet and the hose. See our instructions for more details regarding the benefits of installing these. The water supply can then be reinstated and the shower tested and commissioned. Your Mira Minimal EV is now ready for use.